So I just mentioned our small groups, and now I'd like to invite a few people on stage. Erica DeBella, who hosts the Heights group. Dave Castle, who is a leader with our Meyerland group, which is being sort of branded this year. And then finally, Annie Shepard, who is going to be helping us launch a new group in the Sawyer Yards historic 6th Ward area. I'm really excited. Thank you all for joining me. And my first question is for you, Erica. That question is, what can someone expect from the Heights group when they show up to your house on a Tuesday night? What are these city groups all about?
Well, the first thing you can expect when you come to the Heights City Group is that our little dog Finn will make an escape each and every time someone comes to the door. But more importantly, you will find a group of people of all stages and ages of life who love to laugh, love to talk, and love to dig into the deeper questions of life. So a very welcoming environment to really get to know some people here at City Church.
Thank you so much, Erica. Dave, the last year, I think it goes without saying, was pretty hard to lead, to be in a small group. It was hard to be a human being in the world, all of these things, but it also required a great deal of flexibility and agility. And what are you thinking as you plan to be part of this Meyerland group? What are you kind of imagining the next year of City Group is going to look like for you all?
Yeah, that's great. Thanks, Clint. Last year, obviously, with COVID-19, there was so much uncertainty, and we all did the best we could. Our group in particular was comprised mostly of families, young families, and we decided to split genders and meet alternate weeks, men in 1 week, women the next. And, now going into this new season, we're aware of, how difficult that was to split up families, especially on Sunday nights. And, we feel like even though there's a new uncertainty with the Delta variant, we've all learned over the past year where our comfort level is, and the majority, if not all of us, are vaccinated. And we've learned how to navigate risks in every aspect of life, including small groups. And so we're really excited to create a space where families can meet again. And, especially when you have young kids, you can feel disconnected from the community. And so we're really looking forward this season to open back up for those young families and to provide that place. Anyone else who is feeling that unwelcomeness, you're welcome to reach out.
Thank you so much, Dave. And then Annie, I'm really excited about this new group that we have that's going to be launching in the Sawyer Yards or historic 6th Ward area. If you know this area of town, it is such a cool, fun, up and coming, way too cool for me, but amazing breweries and restaurants and a rock climbing gym, all these things. And it's what we really envision city groups to be about at City Churches, is finding neighborhoods that are desperately in need of community and trying to provide a space for that. So I'm so excited that you've agreed to host and be a co-leader at this group. What led you, I guess, both to city groups in the first place and now to being a leader?
Yeah, going to city groups in the first place was really because I wanted to get to know people better. As much as I love coming on Sunday mornings, I think it's a little intimidating in this space to go up and talk to someone you don't know, or even to find things to talk about for very long. I think I knew there'd be more opportunities, seeing the same people every week in a smaller setting, just to build relationships. And I wanted to have a regular time to study scripture with other people. I knew that would be just important to me as a Christian, a practice I wanted to incorporate into my life. As far as leading, a big value of mine is getting to engage in spaces where people can just be honest, ask questions, say what they really think about the Bible, investigate different interpretations of the Bible without fear of judgment or coercion. And I just felt like this year my schedule changed, and I just felt like I had more resources this year to contribute to building a space like that, and that sounded exciting and fulfilling.
Thank you. And then just last, really briefly, just want to ask for anyone out there who's maybe thinking about this, diving into a city group or a focus group or even the Fellows program, any sort of next steps that you might be able to advise them on what they might do now?
Well, I think if you already know someone, have met someone who's in a city group, focus group, or the fellows program, I think it's a little bit easier to go with someone you know the first time. If you're not in that situation, go over to the Connect booth and I'd say get information about what the different options are and which one sounds like the best fit for you.
Yeah, I would just encourage anybody who's feeling, maybe anxious or awkward about joining a group for the first time. I can say please just show up the first night, just pray through it, get there, and then when you feel anxious and awkward still at the end of it, push through and go the second week and just keep showing up. That might sound like obnoxious advice coming from someone talking to a group of people with a microphone, but I'm telling you, ask my wife. I was so anxious about joining a group, and it's the best thing I ever did. And my first prayer request even was that come back the next week. I was so anxious. So just do it. I believe this is something that God honors. I believe that if you show up, you'll see fruit bear in your life because of relationships, like Annie was saying, with Christians who will challenge you, and you're allowed to challenge back, and it's safe, and who are welcoming and kind. So yeah, just join a group.
The only thing I have to add, because that was perfect what David said, is some of our groups have been established for a while, such as the Heights City Group, and yet they're always welcome to new people. We are always excited to see new people. They're not closed groups, and that's different than I think a lot of other churches do. So you really should feel free to come and speak to one of us after this if you'd like, or just email us, or just show up. Thank you.
I'll hold both. Erica, Dave, Annie, thank you so much. Again, we'd love to connect with you. We'd love to be in community with you if you're not already. Thank you so much for sharing.